I'm not sure if you can hear that because I'm sort of in a noisy spot. As I mentioned last week, I wasn't even sure we'd get to the news this week, but it's June 29th. Oh, I have to interrupt. Happy birthday, Corey. My oldest darling son and only son. Best and worst son. Today's the day he joined us. And I think that's it for birthday season for us. But I am in, you can probably guess, those are the Rocky Mountains, folks. And it is, it's cooking here in Colorado. Matter of fact, we've been playing softball and watching lightning storms and watching fires spring up like you wouldn't believe. So it's definitely not as clear as it was a few days ago when we got here, but had a great time getting some hikes in with some of the other parents on the team. My buddy Greg here is helping me out today with trying to keep crowd noise, traffic noise, airplane noise at a minimum. And we'll see how successful that is. So this is probably going to be fairly short because all I really want to do is let you know what happened this week. And I hope it all happened because I haven't even always had a chance to check it out and see. But as you know, we're continuing the Steve Howe thing. There it is. Can't remember it now. Finally got into part 2. Included that, I think. Oh, and that killer run. You know how it goes. Can't remember it now. But yes, we put up part 2 of Mood for a Day, and then jumped into a song that hasn't even really been released yet, as you may have figured out too. I had a great time listening to some new things lately, and this was Mumford and Sons and their tune Ghosts That We Knew. Listened to a lot of their stuff and was really knocked out by it. It seemed like it'd make a great lesson. So as if you've looked at it, you've seen it's capoed at the 5th fret, all kinds of unusual chord shapes, unusual picking. So it was really it was a cool find to dig into that one. And then we had a little Bob Dylan too, a request from the recommend a lesson list that when I first thought about doing Hurricane, I thought, you know, this is just gonna be easy. It's a strumming song about, well, anyway. But turned into a pretty cool thing. I think we did that as an ear training exercise. And had a student review as well of Anton. What do you think? It was Stand By Me. Oh yeah. Like a lot of other songs, a great example of the 50s chord progression, a 1-6-4-5, A, F sharp minor, D, and E. So at this point, we don't even need a lesson on that song because that's all you have to know to play it. It's pretty straightforward. And then Kevin, you guys have seen my student Kevin a bunch of times. The Fly on the Wall we did with Kevin that came out this week was a total surprise to me. He walked in and said, you know, I want to learn this song from Robin Hood, the Disney movie. And I said, oh, okay, great. I don't think I ever actually saw it. It sort of was like in between my time period of watching Disney movies and now enjoying them again. But so we had this tune that was done by Roger Miller, Not In Nottingham, that turned into a great lesson on just listening to the same type of 1-4-5 progressions and identifying them with, you know, being able to hear when if I'm on A and I go to D, it sounds different than if I go to E or F sharp minor or C sharp minor, whatever. And I think the song only used those 4 chords. Kind of ties in with what we did last week with Fred looking at 1-4-5 progressions in various keys. So anyway, that was our Fly on the Wall thing, and all this stuff was what was happening with our target members. So I hope everybody got a lot out of those. As getting back to the Mumford thing, I'm definitely on a path now to get more newer stuff out there soon. So been listening to, I already teased, I played a little bit of this one a while ago. It was a little too much information, but been listening to some other bands like that, Fleet Foxes, and some of the great female artists that are out there nowadays too. So let's see, I told you the lightning story, told you the hiking stories, told you the birthday story. Anything else I forgot? Not today. So I think I'll just play a little bit and then head out of here and come back next week. Okay, till July. See you next week.